obviously, for the work that we've unfortunately had to continue doing over the past 5 years since Parkland and even before. Of course, thank you to Representative Baer and the MSU students that unfortunately have to be here right now and can't be in their dorms sleeping in on President's Day weekend. I'm tired of being at these things. I'm really tired of being here. I think all of us are. I was here only a couple months ago in Lansing, literally only a couple hundred feet from here, with students that ended up going through the shooting at MSU. People like Zoe, who just talked, like Zoe Hayden, and so many others. And the reality is this. What we're doing right now as a country is not working. The cycle that we're in of endless debate, inaction, is not working. And I know that this is not something that just Democrats are tired of or just Republicans are tired of. Every single student in America is exhausted. Every single parent in our country is exhausted, not just because of the shootings that happen at places like MSU, at Parkland, at Oxford, but by the fact that what happened at MSU, what happened at Parkland in the form of individual shootings happens every single day, multiple times a day in our country, and it does not get the attention that it deserves. Every single shooting, no matter the zip code that it occurs in, no matter who it affects, deserves the attention, not just the ones that make it in the headlines. Look, we understand as a country that we have our disagreements, obviously. Just watch any cable news. Turn on the TV at any point, that's obvious. How about we start focusing on what we can agree on, which is the fact that we need to do something about this. We need to come together as a country. Last I remembered, the motto that we went by as a country is not Democrats and Republicans are constantly fighting against each other and nothing happens. What I remember learning about in our history books is e pluribus unum. Out of many, one. We need to be one as a country united against gun violence. One as a state united against gun violence, and one as every community united against gun violence. Look, I can respect people that don't agree with me, but I can't accept the fact that there is nothing that we can do to end gun violence, not just in communities that look like MSU, but in every single community in our country. We have to focus on what we can agree on and acknowledge the fact that obviously, again, that we know that we're divided. That's okay, that's part of democracy. What is not part of democracy is doing nothing in the face of existential threats to the domestic tranquility, as is talked about in our preamble. We are failing to ensure the very values that our country was founded on of domestic tranquility and ensuring that our students and everyday people are able to live without fear. That's unacceptable. But the only way that we're going to get out of this is if we break the cycle that we're in right now of debate and inaction after shootings and turn that cycle into one of dialogue, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans, of dialogue and action after these. I often hear older people saying, "Thank God the kids are here." Stop it. You're not dead yet. We need you. We need every generation in this fight with us. Join us. Be part of the solution no matter your age. Don't be part of the silence. Be part of the solution and join us. Don't just look at young people that are up here and say, "Wow, that's really amazing that they're doing that." Work with us. We need you. Our country needs you. These young people need you. We need you as a generation to not just say, "Man, we really messed up and we're glad that you guys are here." No, you are still here. Come join us now. Your kids are in existential danger every single day in their communities and in their schools because of inaction of people that look like buildings like this in the 50 United States of America. As a country, we need to come together across racial lines, across political lines, across generational lines, and work to stop the very thing that is killing the future of our country, which is gun violence. Republicans, I'm here to make you an offer that I'm sure you have refused to make before to the Democrats in this state. We want to work with you. We want to find common ground to make sure that it doesn't matter if it's Democrats or Republicans that are in power, that if and when, unfortunately, gun violence continues, because this is going to take a long time, that it doesn't matter which political party is in power, because we all care about the safety of our children and the domestic tranquility guaranteed to us in the preamble of the Constitution. Come join us in that. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a dialogue. Let's put our politics aside so that future young people can be at home and at college being students instead of activists because of your failures. Lastly, if we got every single state in this country to implement common sense gun laws like those in Massachusetts and other states across the country, we could cut gun deaths in half in this country. Those laws have been ruled constitutional and they have been proven effective. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. This has been done before, and we can do it in Michigan, but we're going to need to do it in every single state. And this is my call to action for young people. We've been voting at the highest rates in American history, time and time again, and not just 50-50, but with a massive disproportionate amount for gun safety candidates, for candidates that care about protecting our future. But that's not enough. I need every young person that's here and every young person that's watching this from MSU to stop asking, why does this continue, and start asking, how can we be part of the solution? I want every young person who watches this that asks themselves that question to seriously consider running for state legislature, no matter what state you're in. Are you ready to do that? Are we ready to make sure that headlines like those that happened at MSU, those that happened at Parkland, those that happened at Oxford, those that happened at Columbine, those that happened in so many communities across the country are no longer headlines and are left to our history books? Because we can be, because every other high-income country doesn't have this issue anywhere near the level that we do. The only way that that's going to end, though, is by young people working across generational lines and older people stepping up with us and not just standing by and saying, wow, we really messed up. Thank God the young people are here to save us. We need your help. We need you to work with us. We need you to support us in an intergenerational coalition because we can't do this on our own. And it may be true that we are going to outlive you all, but we need to learn from the mistakes of the past so that future generations don't have to be the next mass shooting generation. Thank you.